Hello everyone and welcome back to Bad Engineering Girl. So today I want to talk about something that I recently learned, and I may or may not actually make this into a series of like, here's what I learned or what I learned or something along the lines of that. But essentially I want to share what I've learned about what to do when you're feeling anxious, because this happens to me from time to time, and I recently learned a hack and I actually applied that hack and it actually worked. So I want to share that hack with you all, give credit to the person who I learned this from, and then we'll all be a little bit better at, dealing with ourselves when we're feeling anxious and getting ourselves to move. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so I learned this hack from an influencer named Mel Robbins, and she speaks a lot on personal self-development, but more specifically, she talks about how she deals with her panic attacks. So her trick, her hack, is to just get moving. And so I learned this from her a while ago actually, but I didn't actively use it until recently when I took a nap and I woke up feeling like there was literally a rock on my chest, just because I slept for long and I woke up at not a good time, and I had spent so long sleeping that when I saw the time I started panicking, and so it was just overall an awful experience. And so I was just feeling really disgusting and anxious. And so I remembered this hack from her and I was like, okay, Ruha, let's just move. So I went down into the kitchen, I grabbed a banana, I walked outside on the grass. I think I even did something else that's small, and it worked like a charm. Initially I was trying to sit down and just be in my feels and try to decipher what was going on, but that did not work. And I've actually tried to do that a while back as well, is spend a lot of time trying to understand, okay, well, what's going on, why do I feel this way, but it just did not work. But this worked like a charm. I did it for, say, max 15 minutes and I felt infinitely better already. And so here's what you do. This is kind of like my spin on things. Move, but more specifically, I like to focus on doing physical movements that are very low effort. Like, for example, go grab a banana, go walk on the grass, go maybe read some sort of prayer if you're religious. Do something very low impact or very low effort that actually does physically require you to move, but doesn't require a lot of brainstorming or brain power. That's your kind of sweet spot. And what Mel Robbins suggests is, by moving, is you're telling your brain, you're essentially signaling to your brain that, we're safe, we're okay, we're moving on with our lives, stop panicking. And so it's a really, really neat trick, and it actually works. So I wanted to come on here and share that about, what's a good way to deal with, yourself when you're feeling anxious and get moving, because, we want to take care of ourselves, but we also don't want to sit there and stew in our thoughts when that may or may not be the best thing for us. So I found this to be very, very effective in getting myself to feel a lot better, and that's counterintuitive. You're not gonna sit down and be in your feels, you're just gonna go on and move about your day, but it makes you feel so much better. And so that's the trick that I wanted to share. I hope this helps you out in your journey. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Until then,